This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 73. It's 8:33 a.m. Do you know where your productivity is? And Not Busy, Focused by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Living Daily, the podcast that brings you the best in personal development and productivity every day of the week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Justin Malik.
Hey. Welcome to Optimal Living Daily. I'm Justin Malik, and I have another episode of Minimalist Monday with two posts from the Joshua Fields Millburn. Both of these are related to productivity. But before I get into today's show, I want to point out that, like the Minimalists, I don't have any ads to read to you, which means that I don't make money from this podcast at this time, except for the few lovely listeners that have contributed to the show, which I'm extremely thankful for. So if you'd like to support the show for free and even have a chance to win a book by the Minimalists, you can join my weekly newsletter. Just text the word optimal to 44222 and you'll be in the drawing to win the Minimalist book, Minimalism, Live a Meaningful Life, every month for as long as I can keep doing this podcast. You can visit me online at Old Podcast to join or to become a patron of the show and contribute any amount you like. But again, you got to join soon because I'm giving away the book in exactly 1 week, on the first of every month. And with that, let's start optimizing your life. It's 8:33 a.m. Do you know where your productivity is? By Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com. It's 8:33 a.m. and daylight is peeking through the windows. So far this morning, I wrote for 3 hours, read for half an hour, and exercised a bit. Stretches, push-ups, pull-ups, and squats, my usual exercise regimen. In other words, I've already done a lot today, and yet there's still an entire day ahead of me. My secret? I don't do much. Seriously. Sure, it seems like I do a lot of things, but I don't. To put it simply, people can be more productive by doing less. Rather than the normal productivity tropes of planning and scheduling, attempting to force production, we can get more things done by focusing on only the important stuff first, working through the tasks that truly matter, embracing real priorities instead of engaging in fluid inactivity. Usually that means doing things that are more difficult than we like. For me, writing is difficult, exercise is hard, even reading is not passive. Virtually everything that's meaningful, everything worth doing, requires a good amount of effort. But of course, that's where all the reward is. Likewise, the passive tasks, Facebook, email, television, etc., are easy. And they're fine in small doses. I'll likely check email for 30 minutes today or tomorrow, and I'll certainly spend a few minutes on Twitter. But there's no long-term reward for passivity, just a beer gut and an empty existence. Later today, I'll walk 5 or 10 miles wandering the streets of Missoula, and I'll spend time with friends, correspond with my writing students, and even squeeze in some more writing and reading time tonight, all active tasks that require more from me than the boob tube, with an exponentially higher payoff. Feel free to do likewise. Not Busy, Focused by Joshua Fields Millburn of Minimalists.com. Take a look around. Everyone is multitasking. We're doing more than we've ever done, attempting to fill every interstitial zone with more work. Every downtown scene is the same. Heads tilted downward, faces lost in glowing screens, technology turning people into zombies. We live in a busy world, one in which our value is often measured in productivity, efficiency, work rate, output, yield, GTD, the rat race. We are inundated with meetings and spreadsheets and status updates and rush hour traffic and tweets and conference calls and travel time and text messages and reports and voicemails and multitasking and all the trappings of a busy life. Go, go, go. Busy, busy, busy. Americans are working more hours than ever, but we are actually earning less. Busy has become the new norm. If you're not busy, especially in today's workplace, you're often thought of as lazy, unproductive, inefficient, a waste of space. For me, busy is a curse word. I grimace whenever someone accuses me of being busy. My facial features contort and I writhe in mock pain. I respond to this accusation the same way each time. I'm not busy, I'm focused. Henry David Thoreau said, quote, "It is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about?" Unquote. If I were to append this quandary, I'd say, quote, "It is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we focused on?" Unquote. There's a vast difference between being busy and being focused. The former involves the typical tropes of productivity. Anything to keep our hands moving, to keep going, to keep the conveyor belt in motion. It is no coincidence we refer to mundane tasks as busy work. Busy work works well for factories, robots, and fascism, but not so great for anyone who's attempting to do something worthwhile with their waking hours. Being focused, on the other hand, involves attention, awareness, and intentionality. People sometimes mistake my focus time for busyness because complete focus apes many of the same surface characteristics as busy. Namely, the majority of my time is occupied. The difference then is I don't commit to a lot of things, but the tasks and people I commit to receive my full attention. Being focused doesn't allow me to get as much accomplished as being busy. Thus, the total number of tasks I complete has gone down over the years, although the significance of each undertaking has gone up, way up. This year, I'll do only a few things: publish a book, embark on a tour, teach a writing class, but those efforts will receive all of me. This might not look good on a pie chart next to everyone who's tallying their productivity metrics, but it certainly feels better than being busy just for the sake of being busy. Sure, sometimes I slip. Sometimes I fall back into the busy trap that has engulfed our culture. When I do, I make an effort to notice my slip up, and then I course correct until I'm once again focused on only the worthwhile aspects of life. It's a constant battle, but it's one worth fighting. You just listened to the posts titled, "It's 8:33 a.m. Do you know where your productivity is?" and "Not Busy, Focused" by Joshua Fields Millburn of the Minimalists.com. Two great posts for Minimalist Monday, and hopefully ones that can help your productivity this week. And once again, I'm giving away the Minimalist book to a lucky winner on my mailing list in 1 week and on the first of every month. So if you'd like to be entered to win and get a bunch of free stuff from me, you can join my weekly email list through my site, oldpodcast.com, or just text OPTIMAL to 44222 and you'll be entered automatically every month. Now I'm going to keep this ending minimalist, so that's it for episode 73. I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.